So before I begin, just would like to ask how many HR practitioners in this audience?
Wow, look at that.
Okay. Okay. What about the others? People from operations, finance? Is that the kind of profile? Training? Okay, so operations. Okay. It's interesting, and I ask that question because obviously there must be something that must be compelling you, to look at this field or function of coaching. There must be some inclination in your own personalities which may be prompting you to understand and figure out, what this means. Again, going back to where it's all started for me, it was the fact that HR professionals are by default supposed to be people-oriented, collaborative. Everyone is supposed to be result-oriented, irrespective of function. But clearly, people who would be able to find solutions to people issues and people problems, either at an organization level or at individual levels. However, it is not essential for every HR person to be a good mentor or a coach. Okay? And I think that was a point of introspection or reflection for myself, to say it's all right to say one is people oriented because you're in HR and by default that is the expectation. But what would it take to actually become a good coach? And in the past, just as was being talked about earlier, in the past, coaching and mentoring were used interchangeably. Now, as a result of what was explained earlier, we understand that coaching obviously is the umbrella, and you would have mentoring as a subset of it in terms of all kinds of things that can happen. So upon introspection, I realized that things that I was doing as part of my job or my role in the organization obviously had elements of coaching, and you can break those down in probably 3 parts. One which was talked about, which is business coaching, or in more direct terms, performance coaching. You had issues around performance with respective people in the organization. Based on your performance management system, you realize somebody who is a below 3 rater, if it's a 5-point scale, there were performance issues. So performance coaching as part of business coaching. So that was the first one. The second one was around executive coaching. So I was introduced to this term, obviously, as I took on more senior positions in various organizations. It was important to be able to work with the CEO. So who would coach the CEO? Whose voice would he like to hear if it was not what he wanted to hear? Okay, and again, in some cases, by default, either it would be an external person, because they say the saying which is "Ghar ki murgi dal barabar." So, if you are an HR person, and an HR head trying to coach the CEO, may or may not work unless there is, great rapport, trust, value addition, and frankly, a reason for that person to listen to you. Okay, so that was the second aspect. So under business coaching, it was performance coaching. The second one was executive coaching. And the third one, which in organizations, clearly, especially with generational diversity, you have people from different generations who are part of the workforce. And obviously, the much hue and cry about Gen Y and ways to deal with Gen Y that one is listening to. And here comes the aspect of life coaching. So coaching, as I was looking at it and trying to understand what aspects of coaching do I actually practice and help people with within my organization, it falls under these three categories. And life coaching obviously is much more, than telling somebody or helping somebody understand what does it take to be successful at your workplace. It's much more in helping to find your life's purpose. Okay? The second point, very critically in an organization, is a distinction between coaching and telling. I think a coach naturally has to refrain from prescribing or telling, and you talked about the process of self-discovery. So it's the ability to ask the right questions, for getting the right answers and helping the person dig deeper. All right? Now, the fundamental thing in my experience in organizations, and I can clearly talk about before and after. So when I did not have formal coaching, accreditation, or didn't take the training myself, I did an okay job in terms of trying to help people. Once I learned the tools and techniques as a result of training, I think obviously the probing, the aspects in terms of asking the questions became much more effective, became much more tailor-made, and helped people much better. So this is the before and after scenario that I have experienced. However, I was talking about the fundamental thing, and I think all the panelists here would agree with me, is the authentic intent to want to help a person. So it's all right to be a coach. However, if the intent is not very authentic, okay, I don't think it makes the right kind of impact. You have to, be interested in wanting to help the other person, because it can be a very emotionally draining exercise. You coach people day in and day out, whether it's performance coaching, you want it to work, you want the person to turn around, not to lose one's job. It's a huge responsibility that in the organization I would have. If it's working with the CEO, okay, you want to ensure that he has the right impact, while he is, at that helm of affairs. If it's life coaching, the responsibility is much larger. So the intent has to be very authentic, and I would say that is what differentiates good coaches from average coaches. I have experienced that it takes a toll on your emotions, and it's important to be very objective. And while you're involved in the situation and the coaching, the entire experience, you have to be able to keep yourself out of it and have a very dispassionate view, so that you are able to help the person in the right manner. I think these are some key principles or things that I keep in mind, as I talk to people. The final thing is the chemistry. It's not about, in the organization saying, because I'm trained, I can coach anybody. I think unless the chemistry works, I don't think, the process goes further. So in a nutshell, that has been my journey with respect to coaching in various organizations that I worked for. We will take on questions and talk about it a little more.
Thank you. Let's hear some noise for our